Hey, 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 it's Tia, baby, and I am back with another video. So, I will not be putting out a video this Friday. Oh, hell no! Because I have a lot to do, so I will put out a video today, Thursday. And this video was recommended by a few supporters, and this video is obviously talking about Chris and this Melissa girl, aka Melissa Jimenez, aka MJ the songstress. Okay, so I don't know much about her because I never heard any of her music, nor have I heard on the radio. No shade, but shade. But I have heard her feature on a Wyclef song called Selena, and this was back in the day, I think early 2000s or so, where they did a tribute song for her and for Selena, and she was the person that was singing in the background or singing the melody as he was singing. I think he was singing or rapping or both. But okay, so for a couple of years now, there has been rumors about Chris Perez. People who aren't familiar with Chris Perez, he is a rock star. He was formerly in the group Selena y Lustinos as the lead guitarist. He is also the late husband of Tejano superstar, legend, still legend, icon, Latina icon, Selena Perez. So I'm gonna say rumored because that's my business. Now, if they are together, more power to them, but I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know for sure, but I know a lot of people probably gonna like, yeah, they together, da 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 da, and they might be, but I ain't see no, I didn't hear no confirmation. Now there was a picture of her showing her ring, and I believe her sister indicated that Chris Perez proposed to her, and this was like a couple of years ago. Now, that could be very much true. Just because you're engaged don't mean that you're still engaged. Come on. J-Lo had how many engagements? And she only married how many people? 3, but she had like 4 or 5 engagements. And yeah, so just because you're engaged don't mean you're going to get married. I mean, hey, whatever. But I'm not hating, but I'm just going to be honest. This is the selfish side of me because I am a huge Selena fan, so I always see Selena and Chris together forever, regardless if she has passed on. I still see them as married. I don't like the fact that he has, if he is with another woman, even though realistically that's usually what happens when a spouse has passed on for a certain amount of years. You do tend to move on, but like I said, most people don't remarry, or some may have a girlfriend or a boyfriend down the line, but I mean, whatever floats your boat. I mean, but I just always see them two as together forever. And like I said in another video, that he is like the only celebrity that I've heard of that constantly talks about his late wife, versus there are a lot of celebrities who have lost a spouse and then you don't hear nothing about them talking about him no more after a year or two ago. Like I said, Faith Evans, she has spoken about him every now and then, but it's not on a continuous basis. And they were a very high profile couple. Patrick Swayze's wife, you don't hear her talking about him anymore. I mean, I didn't even heard her talk about it, but I mean, maybe she lived her life privately. I don't know, but I haven't heard her say anything about him. Liam Nelson, when his wife died, I forgot her name. I think her name was Miranda Richardson. I don't know her. I forgot her name, but the lady that played in the movie with J-Lo, Made in Manhattan, she was the rich British woman. She had passed away in a skiing accident. They were very much in love, and a very well-known couple, but you don't hear him talk about her like that, you know, in the news. But like I said, some people live their life differently. But he's a private person, so he says, and all of that, but he rarely talks about, I don't really hear him talk about Melissa. He always talk about Selena. And I know that most of the time, the reason why he talks about Selena is because of the fans. The fans, you know, want him to keep her legacy alive, and he has done an awesome job doing that. But he also have a life, and if he's really like involved with this woman, why isn't she the center of his life? It seems as though Selena is the center of his life. So I'm just saying, like I said in the comments to someone that mentioned her, I said if she is with him, she is a strong human being. She has thick skin, more power to her. And maybe Vanessa need to take a couple of lessons from Melissa to learn how to handle a person who's dating a celebrity who has been in a high-profile marriage or relationship that can handle that. She obviously is doing a good job handling that, because like I said, it couldn't be me. I can't handle something like that. Like if I know that if I'm involving myself with somebody that's been in a marriage or a relationship that's been popularly publicized and all of that, and beloved, I couldn't handle that pressure, because I'm gonna always continue to be compared to someone that's no longer here or no longer in the picture. And it's like, you know, you're gonna get a bunch of haters saying, oh, it's Selena and Chris forever and all of that. I mean, you know, she's wearing it well. If that is the case, if she is really with him, she is doing a good job, you know, keeping her composure. Now, I don't know how she acts off camera. She may really break down and cry, you know, or, you know, feel a certain type of way off camera, but on the camera, she's wearing it well, if that is the case. My opinion about them, if they are together, I don't see, like someone said, I don't see a spark between them. I don't see a romantic spark between them. Like, usually you can see that chemistry, some type of chemistry, some type of spark, some type of something between two individuals. And I do not see that with them. I see two individuals that are very close friends, like that have a common interest in music. I don't see someone that's romantic. I see them probably trying to become romantic at times, because there are some pictures that they look romantic, but it doesn't come to me. It just doesn't seem like it's fitting. Like, it just doesn't seem, and maybe that's the Selena fan in me, but you know, it is what it is. I don't see no spark between them. I don't see no romantic spark between them. I just see someone that's two people that are just really cool buddies, and that, you know, have a common interest in music, like I said, that likes to have fun, that, you know, may have tried to become intimate or have become intimate, because I know he was visiting her in New York, because he has posted pictures of her apartment and, you know, pictures of New York, like what, a year ago or so. You know, he was like going back and forth from Texas to New York, and I know I think she's from New York, and I seen the pictures of her apartment on her IG, and it matches the pictures that, you know, he was taking. But still, like I said, they don't mesh well to me. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's the age difference too, because she is twice his age, or vice versa. She's like maybe like late 30s. I want to say 37, 38, maybe 36, 37, 38. Around that age range. She's older than me. And he's, of course, like what, 51 or about to be 51? No, he's 51. Yeah, he's 51, because he was born in 69. And yeah, it's 2000. Yeah, so he's 51 years old. He just turned 51 in August. So that's what, like a 15, 16 year difference, and or more. And it's like, what I mean, I know that's common for most men, older men, to date younger women, but it's like, what do you gain from that? Because for one, he's a middle-aged individual. He looks good for his age, I'm not gonna lie, but he's a middle-aged individual who already has 2 adult children and who's been married twice. She has not been married before. She doesn't have any children. She seemed like she's a upcoming, you know, singing singer. Yeah, and she just seemed like she's getting out there. Like, I know she's been out for a while, but I don't think she's mainstream. Well, if she is, not here, because I ain't heard of her. I never heard her on the radio. But I'm just going to be honest. When looking through her pictures on Instagram in the past and present, she just seemed like she's into black guys. Like, she seemed like she would be into black guys. Like, I could see her dating a black guy or a white dude, Ryan Reynolds type dude. Like, not any white guy. Like, a white guy that's, like, got some hip to them, some soul to them. And so I just don't see them dating. Like, if they are, it may be just because, I don't know, maybe because they're just familiar with each other, but it's not I just don't see no romantic, I don't see no romantic spark between them. I just see friends, like really cool friends. And I know people in the comment section gonna be like, they are together. They have claimed it. I mean, like I said, if they are, I don't see it lasting. I'm sorry. I don't see it lasting long because they are too different. And yes, they're opposites attract, but they're too different. Not only age-wise, just personality-wise. Like, he seemed more chill, laid back. He seemed like he already sold his wild oats when he was younger. Like, he, you know, did the party thing, the party scene and all that. And now he's just trying to, you know, chillax. And, you know, he's older now. She, on the other hand, seemed like she's into the party life. Like, she's into the, you know, because she's young. She's still 30-something. So she's living a life as a 30-something-year-old woman. So they're from two different generations. And it just doesn't seem like it will last long if they are together. And I don't know if she wants kids in the future, but if she does, wow. Because, I mean, yeah, granted, Beyonce and Jay-Z are like 11 years apart. But I think Beyonce is older than Melissa. Yeah, because Beyonce is older than Melissa. Because I think Melissa is like 2 years older than me. So is different. Like, she's still a little, like, she's like Solange age or whatever. Melissa. Well, like a year older, a year or two older. So it's like, I don't know, but they just don't seem like a cute couple to me. She just seems like she's just getting her feet wet. I don't know. I really don't know them. I don't know them. I can't really say, but I know people were wanting me to talk about it. But like I said, maybe it's the selfishness in me, but Selena Chris forever. That I just, that's what I see, even if she is passed on, because like I said, he spends majority of his time talking about Selena. I mean, this man dedicates his life to this woman, and she's been gone for 25 years. I mean, to the point where he, you know, had commentary on the Selena movie a few years ago on Facebook, like watching it with the fans, just constantly talking about Selena and her legacy, which is great. I mean, hey, because he don't have to do that, but he does for the fans. And, you know, maybe that's just his coping mechanism to keep going. I don't know. But this man talks very highly of Selena, and, you know, even in his interviews, and I listen to him, this man is in love with this woman. And this woman got his heart 100%. Like, there are going to be women in his life, whether we like it or not, but they don't come close to Selena. Sorry, but not sorry, Melissa. But they don't come close to Selena. I'm sorry. They don't come close. You don't come close to her. So you may have him right now, but trust and believe, she already know she got his heart. So you can't do nothing. And maybe that's why she hasn't reacted, because she knows that. Maybe she knows, yes, we have something right now on earth, but I know that Selena is the one for him. But because she's not here physically, he can't just, you know, be a mute the rest of his life. He has to, you know, live his life, have fun, move on. And maybe she's aware of that. Maybe she really knows that, and she's okay with that and content with that. And that's cool. But like I said, I don't see a romantic spark between the two. I just don't see it. Like, it doesn't, they just don't mesh well together to me. But they can prove me wrong. I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, in recent pictures, I haven't seen her wearing that ring. The last time I've seen the picture of her wearing that ring was back in 2019. I strolled down her, you know, pictures, and back in 2019, like spring of 2019 and all of that, that was when she was posting pictures of him and her. But since then, there has not been any pictures of the two of them, or anything on her page, and she hasn't been wearing that ring. Now, I know that he gave her he gives her shout outs every now and then. Like recently on her birthday, he gave her a shout out in his not live, but his story on Facebook and probably on Instagram. But he, you know, shouted her out happy birthday. It was like, you know, but it wasn't like a romantic shout out. It was like, you know, friends. It was like a friendly shout out. It wasn't like something romantic. Yeah, he had hearts, but that doesn't mean anything. You can have hearts for friends. They probably, you know, really best friends or something. I don't know. But that was really it. And then they went skydiving together. But other than that, like, now I did feel a certain type of way when he shouted her out for her birthday, but didn't shout Selena out of all the things that he shouted Selena out. But I understand he was doing it for the respect of her faith, because she is Jehovah's Witness, so she didn't celebrate birthdays. So that's probably why he didn't shout her out, because I think Melissa and Selena's birthday is like a day apart or 2 days apart. I know it's in the same week. But he didn't shout her out. But then I thought about it. I'm like, maybe he didn't shout her out because she was Jehovah's Witness. So, I mean, that's all I have to say about that. Like, I just don't see them lasting if they are in a relationship. Not to bring any negativity, just because I just don't see a connection. I don't see a chemistry. I just don't see it. I just see them two as being good friends. Like, they just seem like good friends. Really, really good friends who may have, you know, wanted to pursue a relationship, or may have pursued a relationship, and it became to the point of engagement. But, you know, maybe that's it. I don't know, because he rarely talks about her. And yes, he's a private person, but he rarely talks about her. Rarely. And yeah, but he opens up tremendously about Selena. I mean, of course there are things that he probably has had, you know, probably has memories of, but don't want to exploit them because he want to keep some memories to himself. That, and then also was another interview that I was trying to find, but I couldn't, and I got too lazy to keep finding it, trying to look for it. But it was another interview that they did on Selena, that he talked about Selena, and he was saying that he wished he had amnesia. He wished that he can go from March 30th, skip over March 31st, and go to like the next day. And not, you know, nothing happened. Like, it was kind of like he was trying to avoid saying that he wished he had amnesia, and he wished that day never happened, so he can, because he was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, but it seemed like he wanted to say so we can still be together, because we skipped over that day, and that day never happened, never existed. But it seemed like he was afraid, not afraid, but it seemed like he was holding back to say it. And maybe it was out of respect for Melissa, because he has a female companion in his life. So maybe out of respect of Melissa, he didn't continue that statement and just said, I don't know. That could be a theory. I don't know. Who knows what's in his head. But yeah, like, this man is clearly still in love with Selena, and that's given. I mean, that was his best friend. She taught him so many things in such a short time, and it stays with him. And they did amazing things together in that short time. So, I mean, that was his love. That was his first love. He gave his all to her. So you can't really get, once you give your heart to someone, you really don't get it back, for real. I mean, yeah, you can have multiple loves, but it's always that one person that has your true heart, your true love. And I believe Selena has his true heart, his true love, and that's why he's never, like, fully, you know, found the one that completes him, because he's already found that one. Now, unfortunately, she's not physically here, but she's always with him every day, every step of the way. She's his guardian angel. And he knows that. So, yeah, that's all I have for right now. I'm sorry that it's all over the place, but you know, you get the gist of what I'm saying. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh, and yes, please stop being so sensitive. Yeah, I'm a sensitive person, so I'm gonna practice what I preach. I've gotten a few comments saying that, oh, what I said about the people in the Selena trailer, that it was mean. Like, I wasn't being mean. I was being honest, and I was giving my opinion and my thoughts. That's what this whole, you know, channel is about. So, you know, of course I give facts as well, but you got to get out of your feelings, because I'm not going to censor myself just to please everybody. No, I'm going to give my true self. I'm going to give myself. Now, I'm going to watch what I say, because I don't want to, you know, step on anybody's toes. And I am a respectful person. But at the end of the day, this is entertainment. And if you can't handle it, don't watch it. I'm just saying. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm just giving my opinion about what the person, you know, how the person looked like. The person did not look like Marcella to me. I didn't even know that was the same person that played Selena's friend in the movie Selena. I didn't know that was her. I mean, she looks totally different. And I know age play a factor, but she just don't look like the same person at all. And I'm saying she just doesn't give me Marcella. That's all. She just looks strong in the face. She doesn't give me Marcella. I wasn't trying to make her look like saying that she's ugly. I'm not saying she's ugly. I just said who she reminds me of. And, you know, the person that played Morticia is not ugly. If you've seen the Addams Family, she was fierce. What are you talking about? Now, as she gotten older, you know, when she gained that weight, she doesn't look too fierce. But when she played Morticia, she looked fierce. Now, I should have used her as Morticia and not her today, because the what's her name? Angelica Houston was fierce on Morticia, and she did a damn good job, and she looked damn good in the Addams Family. Nobody can top her. I know it was other Morticias before her that played, but she was the best. She was my childhood Morticia. And then the lady that played Peggy on Married with Children is not ugly either. So, I mean, I'm just saying she just has strong features. She has strong cheekbones. She just has strong features. I mean, she just looks strong in the face. I'm not saying that she was ugly. I'm just saying she just didn't give me Marcella. Marcella's face did not have strong features. Marcella had a dainty, you know, soft face. I mean, she had a strong personality, because she endured so much from Abraham and all of this. She gave up her quiet life to support her husband and her children, but she wasn't strong looking in the face. So why have somebody play her that has a strong face? That doesn't make sense, because Constance Marie didn't have strong features, and she played Marcella in the actual movie. So that's all I'm saying. Like, stop taking stuff so serious. It's entertainment. It's my opinion. It's my thoughts. It's my facts. Whatever. Like, if you don't like it, don't watch. Period. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, and I will get back with you next week with a new video. Peace.